What happens when the lights fade for the ones who gave us the loudest anthems, the wildest tours, and the most unforgettable moments in music history? The world of rock has lost some of its brightest flames, voices that defined generations, rebels who redefined cool, and poets who screamed our pain over distortion and drum solos. This is a tribute to 22 of the greatest, beginning with the most recent departure. Some you knew, some you forgot, but none will be forgotten after this. Ozzy Osbourne was born on December 3, 1948, and died on July 22, 2025, at the age of 76 from complications related to Parkinson's disease and years of spinal surgeries. He passed away peacefully at his home in Buckinghamshire, England, surrounded by his wife Sharon and several of his 6 children. Known as the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy rose to fame as the founding member and lead singer of Black Sabbath, pioneering heavy metal with hits like Paranoid and Iron Man. His solo career brought even more success with songs like Crazy Train, and his chaotic family life became a pop culture phenomenon on the MTV reality show The Osbournes.
Why don't you ask your own? Dad, I have. She won't do cool. She goes, oh, I will, but she hasn't, and she won't.
He was inducted into both the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the UK Music Hall of Fame, and received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Ozzy was married to Sharon Osbourne since 1982, and together they raised a family that became as infamous as his music. Fun fact, in 1982, during a live performance, Ozzy bit the head off a bat, an act that became one of the most notorious moments in rock history. According to Ozzy, he thought it was rubber.
Ground, I had a feeling, tried to get it down.
Beej Chaney was born on April 30th, 1957, and passed away on January 5th, 2025, at the age of 67, while swimming in the Pacific Ocean near Hermosa Beach, California, where he had been living. Officials called the death an accident. He had also survived a near-death incident the year before while swimming, which had put him in a coma for 3 days. He was best known as the co-founder and lead singer of The Suburbs, a Minneapolis-based punk new wave band influential in the 1980s. He received regional acclaim and recognition in the Midwest music scene. He was married and had 3 daughters. Fun fact, he also ran the legendary Shangri-La recording studio in Los Angeles for over 2 decades. Aaron Rossi was born on December 6, 1980, and passed away on January 27, 2025, at the age of 44 from a sudden severe heart attack. He died in Los Angeles, California, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the drummer for industrial metal bands Ministry and Prong. He received a Grammy nomination with Ministry in 2010 for Best Metal Performance. He was married. Fun fact, his nickname in the studio was Shredder due to his high-energy drumming style. Mick Ralphs was born on March 31, 1944, and passed away on June 23, 2025, at the age of 81 from stroke complications. Ralphs had suffered a stroke in late 2016, days after performing his final concert with Bad Company that left him bedridden until his death. He died in Henley-on-Thames, Oxfordshire, England, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the founding guitarist for both Mott the Hoople and Bad Company. He was married 3 times and had 2 children. Fun fact, despite creating timeless guitar riffs, he always claimed he just wanted to play loud and feel free.
Party people all around me feeling hot, hot, hot.
David Johansen was born on January 9, 1950, and passed away on February 28, 2025, at the age of 75 from complications from stage 4 cancer, a brain tumor, and a broken back. He died in New York City, where he had lived and worked throughout his life. He was best known as the frontman of the glam punk pioneers, the New York Dolls, and also as his alter ego, Buster Poindexter.
Yes, if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go.
He received lasting cult fame and tributes from generations of punk musicians. He was married and had children. Fun fact, his hit Hot, Hot, Hot was never meant to be serious, but became one of the most played party anthems worldwide. Brian Wilson was born on June 20th, 1942, and passed away on June 11th, 2025, at the age of 82 from respiratory arrest. He died in Beverly Hills, California, where he had lived and worked throughout his life. He was best known as the co-founder and musical genius behind the Beach Boys. And he received multiple Grammy Awards and a Kennedy Center honor. He was married and had several children. Fun fact, he called Good Vibrations a pocket symphony. The track took 17 recording sessions to complete. He also turned in a composition called Surfin' to his high school music theory teacher, which got an F, but eventually became a $1 million hit. Taylor Hawkins was born on February 17, 1972, and he passed away on March 25, 2022, at the age of 50 from a drug overdose. And it is possible he died from a heart attack after he took it, according to the Colombian authorities. He died in Bogotá, Colombia, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the longtime drummer for Foo Fighters and former touring drummer for Alanis Morissette. He received Grammy Awards with Foo Fighters for Best Rock Album and Best Rock Song. He was married and had 3 children. Fun fact, Taylor once played an entire show with a broken foot and refused to cancel the gig. Eddie Van Halen was born on January 26, 1955, and passed away on October 6, 2020, at the age of 65, from throat and lung cancer. He died in Santa Monica, California, where he had lived and worked throughout his life. He was best known as the co-founder and guitarist of Van Halen, and revolutionized the guitar tapping technique. He was ranked by Rolling Stone among the 10 greatest guitarists of all time. And he also got a Grammy Award. He was twice married and had 1 son, Wolfgang. Fun fact, Eddie played the guitar solo in Michael Jackson's Beat It and did it for free. Chris Cornell was born on July 20th, 1964, and passed away on May 18th, 2017, at the age of 52 after taking his own life. He died in Detroit, Michigan, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the lead vocalist of Soundgarden,
Black hole sun, won't you come?
and Audioslave, one of the architects of grunge.
And a Grammy goes to, when bad goes good, Chris Cornell.
He received Grammy Awards, posthumous Grammy in 2019 for Best Rock Performance. He was married and had 3 children. Fun fact, Chris once fronted Temple of the Dog as a tribute to his late roommate, Andrew Wood. Tom Petty was born on October 20th, 1950, and passed away on October 2nd, 2017, at the age of 66 from an accidental drug overdose. He died in Santa Monica, California, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the lead singer of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and a member of the Traveling Wilburys.
We're home with broken hearts. I'm free.
He received Grammy Awards, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. He was married and had 2 daughters. Fun fact, he voiced Elroy Lucky Kleinsmith on King of the Hill for 11 years. Chester Bennington was born on March 20th, 1976, and passed away on July 20th, 2017, at the age of 41 from taking his own life. He died in Palos Verdes Estates, California, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the lead singer of Linkin Park and later Stone Temple Pilots. He received multiple Billboard and MTV awards and even a Grammy for Best Hard Rock Performance. He was married and had 6 children. Fun fact, he died on the birthday of his close friend Chris Cornell, just 2 months after Cornell's death. David Bowie was born on January 8, 1947, and passed away on January 10, 2016, at the age of 69 from liver cancer. He died in New York City, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the iconic glam rocker and innovator behind Ziggy Stardust, Heroes, and Black Star. He received multiple Grammy Awards, Brit Awards, and a posthumous Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. He was married to supermodel Iman and had 2 children. Fun fact, David kept his illness private and released his final album, Black Star, just 2 days before he died. He also played 14 different instruments. The first one he learned was the saxophone at the age of 12, and he played it on several of his songs. Although a talented rhythm guitarist, he played the famous riff of Rebel Rebel. Rebel, rebel, you torn your dress. Rebel, rebel. He found himself lacking in ability as a lead guitarist. Prince was born on June 7, 1958, and passed away on April 21, 2016, at the age of 57 from an accidental fentanyl overdose. He died in Chanhassen, Minnesota, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the musical genius behind Purple Rain and 1999. And countless genre-blending hits. He received 7 Grammy Awards, an Academy Award, and a Golden Globe. He was married twice and had 1 child who died in infancy. Fun fact, Prince famously changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol during a label dispute and wrote over 500 songs. Freddie Mercury was born on September 5, 1946, and passed away on November 24, 1991, at the age of 45 from bronchial pneumonia resulting from AIDS. He died in Kensington, London, England, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the legendary frontman of Queen and one of the greatest vocalists in rock history. We will rock you. He received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, and he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He never married, but considered Mary Austin his lifelong partner. Fun fact, he designed the Queen logo himself and recorded his final vocals just weeks before his death. Kurt Cobain was born on February 20th, 1967, and passed away on April 5th, 1994, at the age of 27 from taking his life. He died in Seattle, Washington, where he had lived and worked throughout his life. He was best known as the lead singer and guitarist of Nirvana, the father of grunge. He received a Grammy Award, an American Music Award, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. He was married to Courtney Love and had 1 daughter, Frances Bean. Fun fact, Kurt was left-handed and often played right-handed guitars strung upside down.
I got my mind set on you.
George Harrison was born on February 25, 1943, and passed away on November 29, 2001, at the age of 58 from lung cancer. He died in Los Angeles, California, where he had lived and worked. He was best known as the lead guitarist of the Beatles and solo artist of classics like My Sweet Lord.
My sweet Lord.
He received a Grammy Award and multiple Hall of Fame inductions. He was married twice and had one son, Donnie. Fun fact, George was a devout Hindu and famously funded Monty Python's Life of Brian.